Also, the president thanked the American people for their support, letting the public as well as the lawmakers know how they stand on the COVID bill. He says it wasn't pretty. It wasn't always easy, but it was desperately needed. So he also pointed out that the money will aid with increasing vaccine distribution, being able to hire more vaccinators, reopening skills, and the $1,400 stimulus checks, he says, will help American families to put food on their table and keep roofs over their heads. And he shouted out Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying, you delivered. And that's where I want to bring back Chad Pergram in here. I want to ask you, Chad, is that a little bit of a premature pat on the back there? Because now this bill is going to go back to the House, and it could definitely face opposition from some of the more progressive or liberal lawmakers in the House. So is this going to pass next week once it hits the House again?
Let me give you the realpolitik on this here, Arthel. They can only lose 4 votes in the House of Representatives. When this passed the House of Representatives a week ago, the wee hours of last Saturday morning, they lost 2 moderate Democrats like Jared Golden from Maine. Now you have infuriated the liberal side of the Democratic caucus, and they're like, wait a minute, these changes, especially those to accommodate Joe Manchin and not having an increase in the minimum wage, that's an issue there. This isn't what we wanted. You know, they wanted even a bigger bill, frankly, a lot of progressives in the House of Representatives. There's a reason why Steny Hoyer, the majority leader, has assigned Tuesday to be the day to pass this bill, because they're probably going to lose another House Democrat, and that margin in the House gets smaller come Wednesday. Marcia Fudge, the Democratic representative from Cleveland, she has been nominated to become the HUD secretary. Her confirmation vote is now Wednesday afternoon. So this shrinks. So Democrats have to make this case, say, look, do you want to imperil President Biden on his first big legislative initiative, or do you want to pass this bill and get 80 or 90% of what you wanted? That's always what legislation is. It is always very messy. There's a reason why they were here until 11 o'clock last night when they started a roll call vote at 11:03 in the morning on Friday, and it took until almost 11 o'clock at night to finish that particular vote because they were negotiating off stage. So it's probably going to be a messy couple of days in the House of Representatives. But Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, she is the best vote counter that has walked in the door of the Capitol probably since Sam Rayburn back in the 1950s, 1960s. She has a calling card of passing major bills with narrow margins. She proved that last Saturday. The question is, can she do it again? And again, this is going to be the challenge for Joe Biden. Does it entail a phone call to some of these liberal Democrats who might balk, especially when they're staring at losing yet another Democrat in the House of Representatives with Marcia Fudge and her confirmation vote on Wednesday? And let me just say this one last thing. This portends other problems down the road. Yes. If it's this much trouble to pass a coronavirus bill in the House and Senate with these narrow margins, what does it mean for immigration reform? What does it mean for gun legislation? What does it mean for, a panoply of other progressive policy initiatives? They can't do those things with these narrow margins. This might be the only thing they're able to do, because guess what? They might be able to move something through the House of Representatives, with, again, that thin margin. But the Senate, you need 60 votes. They could only get 50 votes today. There's a reason they were able to pass that, because they didn't go the route of a filibuster here. They have burned that option. This reconciliation package only applies once per fiscal year. So they've burned that option. Anything else, they're going to have to wait until after October 1st, the new fiscal year. And you can't really do policy initiatives like guns or climate change in an economic bill, a budget bill, which is what reconciliation is. So this might be it, frankly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you in terms of what is this foreshadow of what's to come for the next 4 years. And then also, you're right. I believe that we can bet that the phones are burning up. They're calling from the president on down. They're making phone calls, of course, the president and the speaker in particular. But there's a lot of conversation going on, as you said, to try to beat this Tuesday rush, if you will. And again, he says it wasn't easy. It wasn't always pretty, but desperately needed. That was President Joe Biden. All right, Chad Pergram, thank you so much for your analysis, as always. Thank you.
Thank you.